Okay, third time's the charm, YouTube being a little bit screwy. Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome to some more F1 Manager 2022. We are back with Williams. We did the first two races last night. Tonight we're going to push on and do the next two races. Car is pretty appalling, as you would expect. We do have some upgrades in the pipeline, but we're going to have to wait a little while before we get our hands on those. Let's just take a quick look at our inbox. It's telling us to go to race prep, review our targets. Yeah, chances of actually achieving any of our targets pretty rough, although we are somehow achieving our qualifying streak position through finishes. I'm not quite sure why. It seems to be a bug, but it's going to give me a million, so I'm not going to knock it. I'm going to quite happily accept any money that the game gives us that way. Let's just take a quick look at our cars, make sure they're both running the same spec. So we've got the new chassis. We haven't actually built that yet. Okay, we could emergency manufacture these. That might be something that's worth doing. It's only going to be tiny incremental gains, as you can see. But you know, any gain is a gain. That 0.03 kilometer an hour gain on the DRS and 0.04 gain on standard top speed. It's not really going to do a huge amount for us in terms of rankings, but it is going to give us a little boost, and we are going to improve our acceleration. Bizarrely, even though it looks as though the value is staying the same, we are going to jump Aston Martin's acceleration there, and we're going to improve our engine cooling as well. They're already being manufactured, so we've already made the decision not to take them for this race. I couldn't remember whether we did that last night or not. How you doing, Mr. Water? Good to see you. Front wings, both on the same front wing. Side pods, rear wing, no damages. Underfloors in development, and they're both running the free bonus suspension that we got at the start. So the cars are pretty much good to go. Let's double check our drivers. No points. Our staff. Our new look staff lineup looking pretty tasty. No points available yet. Our pit crew is training on tyre changes, which is good. Facilities, we've got an upgrade to the race sim in 13 days and the CFD simulator in 46 days. And just to double check our parts there, so the chassis will be complete in 18 days. That's all 4 of them that we've ordered, so we should hopefully have 3 in time for the next race, 1 each and then 1 spare. If not, if we only get 2, then we'll just put them on Alex's car. Side pods 42 days out, underfloor 43 days out. We have got a new testing period coming, sort of between the chassis being built and the other projects being finished. So as soon as those 2 projects are done, we'll be able to go straight into more upgrades, and we'll probably have a new set of regulations for next year decided by that point as well. So that's looking good. Our confidence with the boards is medium. They are happy with our race performances so far and satisfied with our finances. So no drama there. That's all good to see. In the standings, we are currently 9th, having finished above Aston Martin in the previous races. And our drivers way down the order in 17th and 18th.
Welcome to Melbourne for a weekend of fierce competition. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high. The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Let's get this underway.
Looking at the front of the car then. Do you think this front wing should be attached to the car? Well, I don't know. It looks kind of good on the floor. I think you should attach the front wing. Might make the car go a little bit faster. Right, into practice. We're going to do what we were doing yesterday. So I've got my little notebook with previous setups here, where I'm going to try and get a head start on the car. So let's take a look at my car 1 setup. So I want a 7.5 on the front, a 13 on the rear, an 8.2 roll bar, 0.295 and a 0.30. Okay, so fingers crossed that'll be nice and tasty. We'll give them a nice good run of 36 laps. And when it comes to the race, I'm thinking of splitting the strategies. I'm thinking of maybe putting Teo on a 1-stop and going a bit more aggressive with Alex. We'll see how that shakes out. See where we qualify first of all, which is going to be, probably 17th and 19th again. Let's go with an 8 front wing here, a 13 rear wing, an 8.2 roll bar, a minus 2.85, and a 1.10. There we go. So those are the 2 setups I've used before, but as we saw yesterday, there's no guarantee that those are actually going to work, and we may well have to do some tinkering. Let's go with the lower pace. And into practice.
Radio check.
Okay, so the drivers are out. Let's let them pootle around the track for a bit, and fingers crossed we'll get some very, very positive feedback here. So in F1 news today, Guan Yu Zhou, or Zhou Guan Yu, as I should say, has been confirmed as the second driver for Alfa Romeo for next season. So that reduces the number of available seats down to just 4 now. 1 at Williams, 1 at Alpine, 1 at Toro Rosso, and 1 at Haas. They're the seats still yet to be announced. It is looking likely that Gasly is going to go to Alpine, which means Alpine probably looking at Nick de Vries.
Okay, copy that.
That's going to be a blow for Williams, because they were obviously going to hope to try and get de Vries. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Williams. They've got a couple of options. I mean, Mick Schumacher's right on the wilderness at the moment. He doesn't seem to be being considered by anybody. Same with Daniel Ricciardo, although if either of those 2 drivers are being considered, teams are keeping it very quiet. But what's a potential for Williams is maybe them promoting Logan Sargent into their seat. Trouble with that is Logan Sargent does not have a super license yet.
Okay.
He is doing very well, and only needs to finish in the top 6 in the current F2 season to get his super license. He's currently 3rd. He's got a bit of a margin on points as well, and there's only 1 more race to go, but that race isn't until November. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. That's the finale for F2. So it's a bit of a gap. It's a bit of a long wait for Williams if that's what they're going to try and do. If they wait until the end of the season and then Logan has a bad race or retires or something like that and does not get his super license, then they're going to have to scramble to find a replacement, and that could open the door for Mick. It is going to be a bit of an interesting wait to see if that's going to be the case. Haas, I don't know who Haas are going to go for. I mean, they haven't ruled out Ricciardo. So that is a possibility. But apparently they're also considering Antonio Giovinazzi as well. And he has got proven experience in Formula One. He's part of the Ferrari Academy. Well, I say the Ferrari Academy. He's a Ferrari driver. He's their current reserve driver. So, given their Haas's relationship with Ferrari, that is a move that does kind of make a lot of sense. And AlphaTauri are looking at, as I say, Nick de Vries. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Jack Doohan is another name that's being thrown around. He is in the Alpine Driver Academy. He's currently in F2. He has won a race this season. He's another name that might be considered by Williams. Williams might try and do what they did with Piastri and loan Doohan for a season or two. I've got to imagine that Doohan's going to get promoted up to reserve driver now that they don't have one. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting end to silly season. Okay, so Alex's car isn't too far away. We're at, 89%. Do need some minor tweaks, so let's drop the rear wing, or the front wing, sorry. The camber needs to change. Oh, sorry, traction, so I need to change the roll bar, but only a little bit. Okay, this is going to be tricky, so let's play about with the camber. Camber's got to come that way. That's a big change. Everywhere else, that's too much of a change. Let's try pushing the roll bar up, and let's no, that's pushed that too far. I haven't got the oh, there we go. I can bring it in that way. Let's bring the front wing in a little bit. Let's give that a go. Let's see if that works. I've got a little bit of time left in the session. Let's slap on a set of softs, make a start on some feedback. We'll put just a few laps of fuel in. And let's look at Teo. So Teo's roll bar is definitely wrong, so let's make that a 9-1. Rear wing's fine. Cornering is good. I just need to change the braking stability a little bit, and there's a slight change to the front wing. That could be it. So again, we'll slap on a fresh set of softs. We'll just put 5 laps of fuel in. Send the cars out.
Someone spun out.
And I have been doing a bit more tyre testing today as well, and I can confirm that wets now do have a significant difference. The wet tyres now are inferior to the inters during inter conditions, and significantly so. And the drier the track gets, the more that difference becomes noticeable. So if the tracks that say
Fail 84.
if the tracks that say 0.338 or 3.8 millimeters, then the inters are going to be maybe a tenth or two faster. As the water gets lower and the track gets drier, that gap increases, and it can get to the point where the wets are significantly slower. So it's good, because that was one of the biggest complaints in the tyres, was that the difference between wets and inters was non-existent. In inter conditions, yet in wet conditions, the inters were useless and the wets were mighty. So it's good that they've now flipped that, and the inters are mighty in inter conditions and the wets are a bit useless. That's the way it should be. Alright, we're going to go with mediums for the second run. We're going to give them 25 laps of fuel. Put them on slow. And straight into practice 2.
Radio check. You hear me okay?
So we've already got a little leg up on the start of this session. We've got one bit of feedback from both drivers. So these will be slightly shorter first runs. We'll pull them in if we need to, make any little adjustments, and then send them back out for the rest of the session, hopefully, on those medium tyres. They're already above 50% on their track knowledge as well, which is good. Good solid first session. And pretty evenly matched on pace as well, the two of them. Not much between them. That's good. We want to have two fairly well balanced drivers.
What was the balance, please?
Feels good.
Copy that.
Car is great, but it's not optimal yet. We'll run them a little bit longer. Oh, we've got a crash. Definitely McLaren involved.
VSC, VSC.
I'm going to call in. Damn it.
Sounds like there's been contact.
I'm going to call in Alex.
Let's
have a look at the crash.
Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
Oh, the Alpine's going to lock up and go into him, isn't he? Yep. Oh,
And
that's a
there's the
big hit.
And it's crystal clear who was in the wrong there.
Okay, so damage to the Alpine, big damage to the McLaren. It's going to hurt Norris. Oh, look how close we are. Okay, just a little tweak. I've got to be careful I don't break the cornering. I need that to be about... I don't know if that's enough, but we'll give that a go. Just confirm. Still waiting for feedback from Teo. Yeah, Norris is out for the rest of the session. So, big blow for Norris. It's going to hamper his track acclimatization and his setup as well. Plus, potentially it's going to damage one of his engines or his gearbox or his ERS unit. Certainly car parts are going to be damaged. It's going to be a broken rear wing. At the very least, I would imagine there's chassis damage there as well. Maybe even suspension damage too.
VSC is ending.
So if McLaren are a little short on parts, which they shouldn't really be at this stage of the season, then obviously that would be problematic for them. Okay, we're great with Teo. Let's call him in. Ah, we went the wrong way with the roll bar. Okay, so let's go with a 7.3 roll bar. So just seeing what's optimal and what's not. Okay, let's recorrect the braking. Try that and then just go there with the braking. Alright, I think that could be good. So we don't have enough tyre life to do a 25 lap run, but we can drop that down to, let's go 22 laps. Send Alex back out. And there goes Teo. still need to make a decision on who my reserve driver is going to be. But I don't think I'm going to run a reserve driver this season. I think I'm just going to keep Pourchaire and Albon in the car permanently. Aitken's contract is out at the end of the season, as is Albon's, and we may look at who's available at the end of the season. Yeah, if we have a decent end to the season and get our car, you know, up the grid a little bit, even if it's only to say 8th place in the standings, but certainly a little bit more competitive than it is right now. And if we can improve our facilities enough to make the team a little bit more attractive.
How is the balance, please?
Oh, we're still not there.
Car feels good.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, we'll call him back in. Yeah, if we can maybe get the team a little bit more attractive, then that opens up some options for us. This is exactly what I thought might happen. There we go. I'm just going to hope now that that doesn't affect the traction. Oh my god, left 7 minutes. Okay, so let's go with 6 laps of fuel. So I'm thinking maybe, I mean, Seb's out of contract, but Seb's 14 million. He's going to want a lot in the way of bonuses as well. He is out of contract at the end of this season. We could maybe try getting Alonso. Having an experienced vet in the team who's a very crafty driver could be really good for us. We're still not there, we're here. Okay, let's go a little bit more. Which way am I going? I'm going the wrong way on the toe. So let's go that way, pull that back in a touch. Is that enough of a change on the front wing? I don't think it is. There we go. Let's give that a go. Again, new set of softs. He's not going to have time to actually make a run. I don't think. Maybe a lap. But yeah, we could try someone like Alonso, someone who is you know, a well-proven driver, and he shouldn't be that expensive as well. We could probably get him for between 5 and 6 million if he's interested. At the moment, he isn't. That much I do know, but like I said, if we can get that team up a little bit, you never know. So at the end of FP2, and we have a penalty for Ocon. Track knowledge is coming along nicely for Pourchaire, not so much for Albon. We've been pulling him in a bit early on his runs. Let's see if we can get the car dialed in this session.
We return for the next day of our highly anticipated race weekend, which sees...
So soft tyres are plenty on this session. 18 laps. And off we go.
Radio check. Radio check.
Copy, radio check.
I do feel that maybe we should have put the French engineer with the French driver, but oh well, never mind. I can always swap them next season if necessary. So regardless of what happens with Alex's feedback, which is going to come pretty quick, we're going to leave him out for most of his run, if not all of his run, just because he needs that extra track knowledge compared to Teo. But Teo will probably bring in as soon as he gives the feedback. Oh, look at that, we've got the optimal. That may be spot on, there may be just a minor tweak that's needed, but the fact that we've hit optimal makes me feel very happy. His track acclimatization will be almost maxed out by the time he finishes the run. Teo's is now maxed out, so we just need to focus on his setup now. It's Alex coming in, and Porsche as well. And he is also optimal. Excellent. So maybe a little minor tweak needed, but essentially the cars are where we need them to be now. And while it won't necessarily improve the car's performance, getting the driver to the best possible happiness with his car does improve his performance. Yeah, there we go, 100%. So we just need a very quick sprint just to get his track acclimatization up. We'll do 10 laps. Teo is 100% as well. We're going to put him out for 10 laps as well, just to make sure he gets the full practice bonus for session 3. And also it's a good chance to compare the pace of our two drivers. Both running with perfect setups, brand new tyres and the same amount of fuel. I was hoping to get them in clean air. Well, I imagine Albon will get overtaken pretty quickly. Oh, maybe not. What tyres is that Mercedes running? Which Mercedes is it? It's Russell, who is on very worn soft tyres. So yeah, Russell's going to get overtaken by us at this rate if he doesn't pit in first. He's in the pits. Okay, so now we can take a look at last lap data. And there we go. Very close between the two drivers. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Less than a tenth between them. Excellent, very happy. So we're just going to let time run down now. And then into qualifying, we'll have 2 runs in Q1 and see if we're lucky enough to squeeze one of our cars into Q2. I can't see it happening, but you never know. So who else is currently running a Williams save? What's your driver lineup? How far into the season are you? Are you running it with the new patch, or are you running it pre-patch? do let me know
Good
down
job.
below.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we didn't quite get Alex up to 100%. Ah, never mind. He's still got his 15 out of 15 bonus. So there we go. He'll get an extra 3 on his control, an extra 3 on his accuracy, 3 on his cornering, 3 on his braking, and 3 on his reactions. A nice little bonus across the board there. And same for Teo. Each of those stats will get a boost of 3. And when you're a rookie driver, that helps immensely. Right, into quali. Car parts are okay. Gearbox is starting to look a little warm, but it will be fine for the race. And then after this race, it'll become a practice gearbox. Engine and ERS are both fine right now. May change the engine after practice at Imola. We'll see how we go. Let's remove the cooldown lap. And remove that cooldown lap. We should have 3 sets of tyres. Yes, we do. And 3 sets of tyres, good. So that'll be 2 sets for quali and 1 plus the unlocked compound as well. So 2 sets for the race.
Radio check, yeah, can you hear me?
Copy, radio check.
Send both our guys out straight away and see if we can get a clean lap in at the start of the session. Nobody move out the garage. Ah, Magnussen, you dick. Alright. 1 driver's through. Albon may have been held up slightly, but I think he was okay. I think we got away with that. Yeah, very, very close. Albon slightly held up, but not by much. Maybe a 1/10 of a second he lost there. So let's turn the cars around, ready for the second run. Porsche is ahead of Vettel, that's encouraging. So we need to be going out with just over 3 minutes to go. We'll send Albon out first this time. And here comes the rest of the field. Have I gone a little bit too early? I think we should be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, can we improve? Albon should improve. Not sure about Teo. I don't think we've got the 3/10 we need to jump Magnussen. Yeah, there we go. Albon improves and Porsche gets a slight time improvement. but we're going to be 17th and 18th, I think. Yep, 17th and 18th. Okay, that's not too bad. How far off were we? 2 seconds? 120.6. Yeah, just under 2 seconds. Oh no, wait, that's Norris. Oh, of course, yeah. Norris had that bad shunt, didn't he? Which hampered him. That's why he's behind Schumacher. Okay, Norris might be achievable in the race. We might be able to get past him because we are what, a tenth of a second slower than him. We were 2 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. We are going to get lapped in this race.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to
Teams
go.
still haven't decided whether the car looks better with or without a front wing.
Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. McLaren did well during qualifying. They maximized their potential and are in a good position for the race today. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
In any case, Melbourne is ready and so are we. So strap yourselves in for the Australian Grand Prix.
I never checked the weather actually. I think it's going to be a dry race, but yeah, it's going to be a dry race. So cloudy start, and then it'll get a little bit sunnier towards the end. So with Teo, I'm thinking of going for the one stop. It does mean we are going to have to really stretch these tyres, and he's going to be slow at the end. Very slow. Let's take a look at the two stop options. Can I make a medium soft work? Just about. Make medium soft work. Okay, so let's see which is quicker. That's 3 seconds quicker. Okay, so we'll go medium soft with both drivers, but we'll switch to a one stop if we get a safety car, depending on when we get the safety car. So let's just tinker with this. And then we want to go medium soft. There we go. In terms of fuel, we're not going to put any extra fuel in the car. We're already going to be heavy. Plus, we're going to get lapped. There's no question of that. Although, maybe... No, I'll just push hard at the start and then back off. We're not going to push the tyres. We can't afford to. I'm not going to use the ERS at the start. We'll hang on to that because it's hard to recharge that without losing a lot of time. Just push the fuel at the start and hope that the medium tyres will give us enough of an edge on maybe some guys starting on hards in front of us.
It's a somewhat overcast day for the drivers, who've now taken position on the grid. Here we have Alexander Albon. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. And looking at the second Williams car, with their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The race start is mere seconds away.
Okay, let's go.
Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
So everybody but Mick is on mediums. Okay, that's not ideal. I was hoping we might have a tyre advantage at the start, but it does suggest that a lot of these teams are going to be two-stopping. Mick may possibly be going for the one stop, but we'll see how his tyres
Aston Martin
shake out.
with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
So Porsche dropped down behind Vettel. Albon trying to get past Norris. Just need to stay in touch with Norris at the start. Right, let's see, is Norris struggling to keep pace with his teammate? I think I might go for a sneaky overtake here.
Battery is high, you can use overtake if you need.
Yes.
Can we get a good enough launch out of the final turn? Not really, but maybe we can. Coming out of turn 2. Yeah, not really closing up. We'll leave him in overtake for now. Let's see if we can maybe sneak that position. That closed up nicely under braking there.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
Alright, we're close to this lap. Can we get close enough to maybe go side by side into turn 1? Good exit, please. Good exit. We're closing, but we're not closing enough. And Mick is now definitely holding up the McLarens on those hard tyres. It's keeping us in touch with the McLarens. I get the feeling that once Ricciardo gets past Mick, he's just going to bolt. DRS in play. Okay, Mick might actually get DRS on Danny Ricciardo here. We got the exit we needed, and with the DRS, we are past one of the McLaren. Oh, no, he's still there. I thought we had him. Can we hold him on the outside? Now the inside. Yes, we can. We almost killed the battery to do it, but we got the position. We're going to
there's
neutral.
An overtake from Williams.
And now let's try and do the same with Teo on Vettel. Actually going to slap Albon into harvest. Oh, and Albon's taken Ricciardo as well. Or has he? They're still side by side. Still side by side.
And McLaren with
We
a great
probably could have
overtake.
made that move stick if we were in neutral. Never mind. Needed to rebuild the battery a little bit, so it's not the end of the world. We'll get another go here. Just make sure Norris doesn't get a run on us.
Check the DRS.
Porsche not able to get past Vettel. That's a disappointment. Oh, cracked my knee there. Right, Ricciardo's through. Who's that in front? That's Sonoda. He's dropped off the back of the other group.
Charge on for now.
Okay.
Alright. Nice closing up on the braking for Teo, but he's still in recharge, so he's not going to get a run. What about Albon? Ricciardo did not get close enough to use DRS on Tsunoda, so he's vulnerable to us this turn. Couldn't quite get close enough, but the battery is now looking a whole lot healthier. He'll be turning this back to neutral any moment. Oh, actually, we've got to do it now. He's already out of range. Oh no, he is okay. He's okay. It's sometimes the timings are a bit off in this game. They don't update quickly enough. Okay, so with neutral, we should get a clean exit, which means we'll be okay against Norris. Everyone's caught up with Tsunoda. Tsunoda got a problem. He seems to have dropped back very quickly. Why is Tsunoda? He should be on mediums. He is, yeah. Okay, it's time to put Porsche into neutral. I need to start thinking about getting past Vettel if we can. He's only just hanging on at the moment, but now he's back in neutral. He should hopefully start to close that gap slightly. Albon I'm going to put back into harvest for that little bit extra battery. It says we're 9/10 of a second behind, but we are definitely closer than that. And if we switch off, you can see we're actually half a second behind. It's not a major issue, but it can sometimes panic me into using DRS or ERS when I don't need to. Trying to make sure I get back into a gap that I'm already in. Alright, so while these are all scrapping like this, we're actually going to try and save a little bit of fuel with Alex. Teo. How's Teo doing? He's only just hanging on to the back of Vettel. He's not really making any strides to close him. Let's give him a little overtake attempt before we turn his fuel down. Definitely closing up with the battery there. And again, it's tough to make progress in this car. It really is. I mean, we're so finely matched at the moment with the Aston Martins, but we are definitely lacking against everyone else on the grid. This is the last of Teo's battery. Can he use it well? No. Here's the answer. Back into harvest. Albon is still sitting pretty. Just here. Mick is doing really well on those hard tyres compared to the rest of the field. All the cars that are behind him. He's almost gapped Ricciardo. Almost. He's not going to. Every time he gets close enough to get away, Ricciardo pulls him back in again, but... and Stroll and Alonso have pitted already. Okay, that's very early for a medium set of tyres. Very early indeed. So they are definitely two-stopping. Just 12 laps on those tyres. That's... yeah, that's... You could have just gone softs if you're only going to do 12 laps. How are our tyres looking? Slightly above... oh, someone spun. Oh, it's Porsche. How much time has he lost?
It's a spin!
5 seconds.
Increase lifting coast.
Okay, well, we'll drop his fuel down. There's no point pushing now. We'll get him fully charged on his ERS, and then we'll try and hang with Alonso when Alonso catches us. Let's stick with Alex.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, we got past Tsunoda. I missed that. Let's have a replay of that, please.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. We can take a look now. Now watch this. Here's the moment involving Albon.
Oh, gave him a little squeeze on the edge of the corner as well there, which dropped him behind us a little bit. Very nice. Can we stay in that 1 second window? No, we lost it. Okay, let's go full deploy. Let's push the fuel up as well. I've got to try and get back into that DRS, otherwise they're going to just sprint away from me, which I think is what's about to happen. Oh, okay. Tsunoda to the rescue.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
Alonso
We need
is
a
now
little
just
bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
2.5 seconds behind us.
Yes, okay.
Just saw him at the edge of the screen there. I need to think about recharging Alex's battery a little bit if I can. More pit stops. Again, early pit stops. We jumped them all. Can Teo get onto the back of one of these guys? Oh, he gets past Gasly. Okay, let's put him into neutral. Let's try and stay with Gasly as best we can.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
So we were going to wait for Alonso. Alonso's caught us at the same time as we've picked up Gasly, and we've got his DRS. So with 3 cars in this little queue here, we should see if we can maybe close up on Ocon. As long as I can stay a part of this train. Alonso thinking about a look. This should hopefully help Porsche save a little bit of fuel as well. Albon is still behind Tsunoda, who has now dropped. No, it's Schumacher who's dropped behind Ricciardo. Danny has managed to pull away. And there goes Tsunoda into the pits. Okay, so this will get us right onto the back of Schumacher. Can we get Schumacher here? Not quite. But we'll sit behind him for a bit. Porsche still sitting behind Gasly. So this is working out quite nicely at the moment. Porsche has managed to gap the 2 Aston Martins by about 12 seconds. There's Alonso trying to squeeze it. Alonso's on the hard tyres, which is why he hasn't breezed past us early.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
But there is definitely a difference in tyre performance right now in terms of tyre life. His tyre's much healthier than ours.
From Williams.
This might work out for us well as well. These two can scrap amongst each other. Maybe slow them down enough for us to stay on the back of them. That gap is already getting dangerous. Side by side. And we are already out of the second. Come on, get back in. Oh! They took each other out.
Let's take a look at the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Okay, so Norris has come with us.
Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them. The team.
Alright, cars get going again. That's dropped these guys a bit far behind the rest of the pack.
There we have the Alpine.
So Ocon just drops it on the curb.
Spun their car.
Oh, Alonso goes through and we get held up. Oh, we had a chance to pull out a few seconds there, but we just couldn't quite get clear. And that's brought Tsunoda and the two Astons right back onto us. That's annoying. We are in danger of getting caught. Or getting dropped. So I'm going to put the battery into use. But I think it's already too late. I think Gasly's already gapped us. He has. Alright, Norris is in the pits. Unfortunately, that little spin from Ocon, while it certainly hampered his race, has ruined Pourchaire's race. So I think I'm going to try and squeeze Pourchaire onto a one-stop. Albon still doing okay. Hamilton's come out behind us. We're still battling with Schumacher. Yeah, we got overtaken and we're going to get DRS'd again by Vettel.
Alpha Tower, he gained a place.
At least we held him back. Let's go into neutral. Let's see the gap now. So yeah, 20-second gap now between Albon and Pourchaire. You know, that gap was a lot smaller earlier. Ocon's little spin cost us about 8 seconds or so, maybe 10 seconds.
Do not do anything.
Got some tyres to spare though, which is good.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Certainly good for Pourchaire. I might try and convert both drivers onto a one-stop actually, considering we gained some tyre life there. Let's go ahead and change this strategy. I'm not sure whether to do that with Albon yet. I think, given that the others spun earlier and have dropped behind us, I think it might be a good idea to stick with the the two-stop, and try and keep that tyre life advantage
keep pushing.
that we're going to need. Or keep parity tyre life wise with the other cars, because they will eventually start to catch us up. The Alonso is only 2.5 seconds behind us already, and if we haven't got any tyres to fight with, we're just going to be a sitting duck given how slow the car is. So yeah, we'll keep Albon on the two-stop, we'll switch Pourchaire to the one. Start recharging this battery, ready for the pits. I'm also going to up his tyre pace a little bit.
Okay, copy.
Push hard, push hard.
And we'll push his fuel a little bit as well.
Copy.
Alright, more pit stops in front of us. Russell, Bottas and Magnussen. Ricciardo's pitting. We get out ahead of Magnussen, ahead of Ricciardo, and just ahead of Bottas. And just behind George Russell. And there's the move. Even with the battery being charged.
Tyres haven't really come down.
Come on, come on.
Copy that.
Ah, should have put the battery on to overtake. We wouldn't have had the pace to stay with Russell anyway, so... Just a little bit of misfortune there. How's Teo? Teo is on his own, 2.5 seconds behind Vettel. Well, Vettel is pushing away. Oh, Vettel's pitted already. He must have to be on... Yeah. Vettel's already pitted. Oh, that's not good at all. We lost more than 8 seconds. Those guys are already pitted and they're ahead of us. Oh, yeah.
Position gained for
Really not good. And you can see the tyre difference now. Fresh mediums, sorry, fresh hards against worn mediums. We are losing 2.5 seconds. So once again, the update to the tyres is definitely doing what it's supposed to. This is the optimal lap to pit. So let's call Alex in. Put on some new mediums.
Box, box.
Yes, the key box.
And there we go. Pit stop for Alex. I do love this overhead shot. I wish we would see it more. We normally get the just in front of the front right tyre shot. Okay, so Albon is not in a great position right now. I am 4 seconds off those guys in front. I was hoping I'd be closer. Probably should have pitted a lap or so earlier. Let's push for a lap and see how we can do in terms of closing up, or at least pulling away from Vettel. We're actually losing time. There we go, slight gain. He was definitely faster than us, so yeah, not great. Porsche is going to come in at the end of this lap. And we'll put him onto the hards. Yeah, we're not closing at all. We're losing time. So, once again, we've been a bit unlucky, and it now looks as though we're fighting just for 17th and 18th, which is a shame. Let's recharge the battery. In goes Porsche for his one and only stop. He's about to get lapped. Can I try and stay with the leaders? See how much quicker they are than us. Mighty quick is the answer. Yeah, we're not keeping up with this. Not keeping up with that train at all. Yeah, they're already gone. We are 20 seconds off of Stroll, but Stroll, I think, is going to have to stop again. I hope he's going to have to stop again. So that'll bring us back towards him, and as long as we can slowly, incrementally close up on him, our tyres are 20% better, 25% better. Then we can hopefully have a little bit of gap between us when they do pit, to hold them off when they inevitably switch to a set of softs at the end. Could really do with a safety car coming out as the leaders get between Albon and Vettel, so that they stay on, you know, a lap behind, and we can just about cling on to the lead lap. That would be wonderful. Right, Albon's fuel is going to have to come down in a moment. Nine seconds off the back of that train in front now. Porsche ever so slowly catching up. Is Vettel closing in on us? He shouldn't be. Oh, Albon's still... Damn it. I thought I'd turn that off.
We've just had a spin.
Right, Gasly had a spin, but we are still way too far behind to do anything about it. Mick has pitted. And that's Mick's only stop, so he was one stopping. Right, let's push Albon on his deployment. See if we can get onto the back of Schumacher. Vettel has a spin.
Oh, there's a spin!
Good, good, good. We're not catching Mick at all.
Low fuel, so be mindful of that.
Ah,
Need a little bit more lift off, please.
don't have the pace, and I can't. Well, I can push the tyres, can't I? I've got a little bit on the tyres. All right,
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tyres.
let's give it everything we've got just to see if we can get onto the back of Mick before he gets too far ahead. And there goes the
Batteries
battery.
on the low side.
Yeah, okay.
No, even like this, we still can't close him up. Okay, all right. Let's go back into harvest mode again. If I'd realised, I could have reacted maybe a little bit quicker. Calm the tyres down a bit. We are about to get lapped, so we will try and get ourselves charged up so that we can then try and follow the leaders. Let's check in with Teo. Just 6 seconds behind Vettel now. Teo doing a good job. And Alex is 22 seconds ahead of Stroll, so he's almost got a pit stop in hand over Stroll. But given that Stroll is going to be pitting again as well, that's fine. And yes, the gap is still slowly coming down. Good stuff. Right, back with Alex. Leaders are coming. You can just see them at the back of the screen there. And they're coming quick. Wow, look how quickly they're coming. Gasly's in the pits. Really need to try and hang on to the back of these Ferraris if we can, or the Red Bull. Alright, he's gone through. Let's go into neutral. Please tell me I've got DRS. Yes, I do. Alright, so I can stay with him for oh god, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Did I manage to stay in range? No, I didn't. Oh god damn it. And there goes Verstappen. Sainz is going to get us in a moment as well. Gasly's already closing on the back of us. I got all excited then. I thought we might just about be able to hang on to Leclerc on the start-finish straight, and yep, not going to happen. Let's try again with Sainz. Hamilton and Alonso pits, Tsunoda pits. Yeah, he got us on a DRS straight. He's already a second clear. Alright, so maybe we can just try and hang on to the back of Gasly. When Gasly inevitably overtakes us. There he goes. Stroll's in the pits.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Oh, we're struggling to keep up with Gasly. I think Gasly's gone already as well. No DRS. Are we still close enough to get him? 1.2, 1.3. Nope. 1.4. Yeah, he's gone already. Ah, we're just not getting the luck. So,
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off.
17th and 19th is where we're going to finish.
Okay.
Charge on. Charge
Actually,
on.
maybe 17th and 18th.
Yep, copy.
Maybe. Stroll, he's got mediums. Okay, what about Vettel? Vettel still hasn't pitted yet. His tyres are still looking pretty good. He might make a late switch to softs. Yeah, Porsche is going to be able to get ahead of Vettel because he's only 2 seconds behind. And Vettel has yet to make another stop, or at the very least is going to be on very worn out tyres compared to Porsche's. The big if now is going to be Stroll and how quickly he's going to close down on brand new medium tyres. As to whether or not Porsche can hang on to 18th place. Albon is guaranteed 17th. And the only way we're going to get higher is if somebody retires. I want to try and get some DRS off of Vettel before he pits. We are getting closer and closer with every corner. Albon's into his pit window. Oh, and there goes Vettel. So we didn't quite get the DRS off him. We were 1 lap short. Stroll's been lapped, but with those fresh mediums, he might be able to hang on to the back of Russell. That's disastrous if that's the case, because that's just going to bring him up to us so much quicker. He is. He's hanging onto the back of Russell. Ah, god damn it.
Keep an eye on the fuel, please.
Yes, okay.
That's really not good. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, let's box Albon, get him on his softs. maybe I can use him to help run interference and pull Porsche up the field a little bit. Stroll's just 5 seconds behind us, but we're going to have to pull over to let Russell through, which means Stroll's going to swoop through at the same time. Really hope Albon is going to be able to help out a little bit here, but now we're too far away. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well, let's give Alex every opportunity to see if he can steal the fastest lap off Leclerc, which I don't think is even remotely possible, but we'll give it a go. Why not? Even if we won't get the point for the fastest lap, it will potentially give us a bonus payout. Alright, so here we go with the fastest lap attempt. Full deployment, full push, full attack on the tyres. Let's see what we can do.
Push now on the tires.
Yep, copy.
It's our glory run. We're not going to catch Norris. He's 35 seconds ahead of us. Unless we can somehow bend the laws of time. Porsche is getting close to being overtaken. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough tyres to actually fight back.
Try to cool down the tires again where you can. Cool down the tires where you can.
Look how much ground we've pulled out over Porsche already in just one lap. Well, not even one lap. How did we do? Well, we didn't get fastest lap. I didn't think we would, but you can dream, can't we? What did we actually do? A 1:22.6. So we were the fastest man on the track at that particular time. It's just not the fastest lap. But that was a whole second quicker than Charles Leclerc's time last lap. All right. Here comes the danger. Lance Stroll being towed all the way up to the back of us by George Russell here. We've got 6 more laps after this one. Russell is on hard tyres, which is thankfully what's stopped him from just steamrolling up to us. You can see Stroll trying to overtake, but he's not allowed to unlap himself. Stroll's tyres are still really healthy. Oh, and here we go. That gap is getting very small. We've got margin to push the tyres a little bit. I'm going to up the pace. I'm going to try and get away.
To push.
No, we can't pull away, and we're going to get lapped, so... We're going to get lapped on the start-finish straight. Oh, no! And Stroll just steamrollers through.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Can I get close again? I don't think I can. Oh, God. Again, the bad luck. I'm giving it everything I can. And I just cannot close up. I've got nothing left to fight with. Oh, God damn it. I can keep the fuel push going. How are we doing with Albon? Albon is all alone over here. It's 28.5 seconds behind Schumacher, so we have closed the gap up a bit, and we're well ahead of Stroll, but yeah, 17th and 19th, that's disappointing. Just didn't have enough pace in the car to challenge even for a 15th place finish. And Imola's going to be more of the same. Hopefully that improved chassis will give us a slight
Aston
improvement.
Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Oh, Porsche got overtaken by Vettel as well. We just, again, no pace to fight him off. And this is the problem with the one stop, is that you're so vulnerable at the end of the stint.
Low fuel, so be mindful of that.
Of course, this is all, you know, down to the fact that Ocon had that spin, which lost Ocon a fair amount of time and cost us probably at least 10 seconds. We would have been comfortably in 18th because we'd have been ahead of Albon when he came out of his pits, and then Albon would have overtaken Porsche, and then Porsche would have just stuck with Albon, and the two of them would have just pulled away from the Aston Martins. So yeah, 17th and 20th, not a great race. Tough one to swallow, that one. But we're going to have plenty of races like that this season. A good race for Teo. An impressive race for Alex. But no points for either of them. Performance incentives. Again, somehow we managed to get the qualifying position streak. I do not know how that was awarded, because we didn't even finish in the top 15. So... yeah, bizarre, but it's an extra $1 million, so thank you very much. Right, regulation change vote now, I think. Top speed of the car could be better. Yes, well, everything about the car could be better, but... So, what's the proposed regulations? We think it's time that the current chassis and side pods geometry has a revamp. The proposed changes will impact the performance of both car parts, so please review the technical breakdown below before voting. Okay, so we can either have big impacts on the chassis or big impacts on the side pods. I'm going to go with big impact on the chassis. And hope that the rest of the field goes that way as well. Alright, our race simulator is upgraded. We've got the results. And it is chassis. Oh no, it's side pods. God damn it. Only Mercedes and Mercedes and Ferrari joined us in the votes. Everyone else voted for side pod changes. Ah, that's frustrating. Okay. Visit the race simulator. How much money do we have? 5.2 mil. I could upgrade the team hub. Let's do that. How are we looking for car parts? Chassis still is not finished. How many do we have? We have 3. Okay, so we're going to have a spare for each car. So yeah, can you see that minor little upgrade all the way across the board there? Nothing substantial, but we'll take what we can get. The CFD simulator is still 30 days away, which will be just in time for our other projects to finish, I believe. Yeah, the CFD simulator will finish just after the new projects. So I remember saying this in the last episode, have to make sure we remember not to go straight into developing new parts when the on the floor is ready. Have to leave it an extra couple of days just for the CFD simulator to kick in. No points for our engineers, no points for our drivers. Yeah. We do have that little bit of extra cash. Not going to upgrade anything there. Let's put another upgrade on our race sim. And then I guess the next thing we'll try and upgrade will be the wind tunnel. Right, let's go to Imola for another painful race. How you doing, Corey? It's given us the quality streak again. Yeah, we can't achieve any of these incentives right now. I wonder if it's going to give us another million again like it did last time. That would be nice. We'll see how this race goes, I suppose.
The hills of Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here, but it follows the long straight right before Tamburello and should see plenty of action. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Okay then, let's get to it.
Well, I can guarantee we're going to have a rough weekend again. Oh, we got rain today. Okay, that's going to make things interesting. Right, into setups. So, let's see how well these ones fare. So, last time I raced at Imola with the Williams, I used this setup for car 1. And that gave me 100%. I don't think it will this time. I'm not going to set a run plan yet because I'm going to wait and see what the weather does. We know it's going to rain. It's just whether it's going to rain in this session or the next one, or both. Could rain in both. Let's get this car set up. So again, last time I was here with Williams, I went 7.5, 12.5, 4.6, minus 3.5, and 0.10. There we go. Again, not going to set the run plan because I want to see the forecast.
The radio is good. You can hear me, yeah?
Okay, so it's going to be a dry
Copy,
session.
radio check.
So with that in mind, we'll do what we usually do for session 1. Stick on some hard tyres. Stick them on a long run. And run them just once for the entire session. Yeah, that's everything we need for that one. And for this one, hard tyres. There we go. Any construction sim vids tomorrow? Yes, there'll be one tomorrow night. Okay, let's leave them to it. Yeah, once again, the pace between our two drivers is looking pretty good. Pretty consistently evenly matched.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Oh, there's Magnussen doing a Magnussen.
What was the balance, please?
Okay, setup's only good.
Very neutral.
Copy that.
So there's going to be a fair bit of work involved in getting that car turned around. Given that it's going to rain in the next session, and I'm going to leave them out instead of bringing them in. I just want to get as much track knowledge as possible, so I think he's going to stay out for the whole session. Because we're going to keep chopping and changing to change tyre compounds, I think, tomorrow, or in the second session, which is really going to slow down how much he accrues track knowledge. Oh, and we're straight away into optimal with Porsche. That's good. So at least one of the cars is sorted. It might need a little minor tweak, but it's good enough. We didn't actually put enough fuel in for the whole run, for the whole session, so we can call the cars in, have a quick look, and then send them back out with a couple of minutes to go. Or let them come back in when they finish their runs. I really hope that new chassis
someone's gone wide there.
is going to give us enough of a small incremental boost to our cornering ability to enable us to stay with cars. Nope, we've had a crash.
It's a crash.
Science went out on turn 7. Yep, broken his wing. But as I was saying, yeah, I really hope that the chassis will give us enough of a boost to be able to stay with some of the cars around the lap so that we can hang on to their DRS along the main straight. If we can't hang with them from turn 2 onwards, we're kind of screwed. If we can stay within a second between turn 2 and the final turn, or the last but one turn for the DRS detection, then we might be okay. But yeah, it's going to be a rough race, I can tell. It's going to be much like Melbourne, I think, with us just fighting for 17th place. Alright. How bad is it? Okay, so we're optimal on the braking and the cornering. We're going to need to change the roll bar. So a 5.5 roll bar should be fine. Need to change the wing as well. Okay, it's going to have to be a 13 wing. Let's drop the front wing down to a 6.5. Are we still optimal on cornering? It's iffy. I can't quite... that's frustrating. Alright, traction is going to have to change again. Let's go to a 4.6. And pull it back that way. This is fiddly. This is very fiddly. I hope that braking is enough. It's kind of borderline as to whether that'll stay okay or not. We'll give that a go. We're not going to be able to run him again in this session. Just haven't got the time, and we are perfect with Teo's car. So that one actually did work. That one did carry across. There's no point sending him out for the last lap or two.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
Alright, relatively productive session. We got an instant optimal for Teo. Needed a bit more work for Alex's car. It's spec'd and ready. Just have to see how it handles. And we got our track knowledge up to above 50% already. But now we've got a wet weather session, so this could be a bit messy. Just change their driver pace again. We're not going to set run plans because I need to see what the weather's going to do before I do.
Radio check. Radio check.
So we're going to get rain about
Copy, radio check.
25 minutes into the session, so that's enough for a run on soft tyres. So let's stick with the softs and let's run for 20 laps. And Albon will do the same, so soft tyres and 20 laps. And there they go. So it's going to rain just at the end of their run. Might have to pull him in a lap or two early. Again, I'm impressed with how well Porsche is matching Albon's pace. It's actually fractionally faster at the moment.
How is the balance, please?
And that's what I wanted to see.
I'm happy.
We got the car into the optimal range. Might still need a minor tweak. We'll check that while it starts to rain. Speaking of which, how wet's it going to get? Oh, very wet. That's full wets for the rest of the session. Or maybe a little stint on inters at the end. But certainly full wets for the large bulk of it. It's about to hit, so we may as well get a head start on pulling these guys in. Okay, so how close did we get? Oh, just fractionally off with the front wing. Okay, so a minor tweak there. Tweak it back. That should be what we need. Let's stick on a set of wets. Make the change. Reconfigure here. It's already optimal. Let's set on some wets. And now we just need to wait for the rain.
Copy that. We have more rain coming. We have more rain in the pit lane now. More rain.
Copy. Light rain in the pit lane at the moment.
Okay, that light rain is going to get very heavy very quick. Everyone who was out on track is going to be coming in. And they're all going to switch onto wets. They're not even going to bother with inters. One of the Ferraris is still absolutely crawling around. It's Leclerc. So slow. I do love the low engine noise of that Ferrari. Alright, let's send out Porsche. Hamilton's gone out on inters. So Tsunoda, they're going to pit in almost immediately. Here is actually a good chance for you to see. Actually, no, it's the other way around, isn't it? It's always been this way. But yeah, inter-performance against wets is terrible. You can see how slow Hamilton is compared to the other guys. And Tsunoda as well. They're staying out there. We're just sailing past them right now. I'm amazed they're still out there.
Look at that! They've run wide!
Yeah, Porsche had a little wobble. But towards the end of the session, hopefully I'll be able to show you that crossover point with about 6-7 minutes to go, when it'll switch to... Well, actually it's going to happen before then. You'll see the difference in tyre pace between wets and inters.
Unconfirmed, rain, stop.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call in Porsche. I'm going to leave Albon out. I'm going to put a set of inters onto Porsche's car. And I can now show you the difference in performance between wets and inters, the way it should have been from day one, but how it is now with the new patch, for those of you that haven't seen a wet race yet. You'll also see Hamilton and Sonoda will start to speed up relative to the rest of the field as well. So even with the extra fuel, Porsche is going to start getting quicker than Albon, I think, as that track continues to dry up. Just wait for for Albon to come around. There he comes. Can't see a thing with that sun glaring on the track like that. Alright, so this lap time here is going to be a bit off because Porsche's on an out lap, but the next lap, let's whiz ahead to the next lap. Here we go. So we should see Porsche do a much faster lap time. Yeah, even with an extra 10 laps worth of fuel, he was half a second quicker. That's the difference now between wets and inters on these conditions. You can't just stay out on wets anymore and be competitive, which is good. I mean, we are lapping at the same pace as Charles Leclerc at the moment. So Albon is about to cross the line. Does a 129.4. Porsche a 126.7.
What was the balance, please?
And we're overtaking a Ferrari. So this is exactly what we should have had from day one between the wets and the inters. The inters are now much more competitive than the wets in these conditions. Whereas before you could just stay on the wets and run them to pretty much a bone dry track and not really have any performance loss at all against the inters. Or even slicks for that matter in the changeover period, you know, of less than 1 millimetre of rain. They would overheat really quickly, but they wouldn't really drop off in speed performance. And now you're seeing just how effective they are in this range and how much worse the wets are. And we lapped 3.5 seconds faster than Albon on that last lap. And we're all over the back of him now. And in terms of fuel loads, big difference in fuel load, as you can see. 10 kilos for Albon, 25 kilos for Porsche. And now that both cars are in clear traffic, let's see what lap time they do. Well, I say clear traffic, we've already caught one of the one of the Alpines and passed it. Look at that gap that's opened up in less than a lap, what, half a lap's time. Porsche does a 125.9. Albon a 133.3. 7.5 seconds. That tells you everything you need to know. The session's practically over, so there's no point doing anything with the tyres. And there we go, session is over. So, both drivers are up to 100% on their setup. Car parts knowledge is coming along nicely for that new chassis that we installed, and track knowledge will get there. So let's go with a set of mediums. And we'll go with a 25 lap run. That should be enough. Oh, I never did actually check. Yes, it is 100%.
Radio check, can you hear me?
Copy, radio check.
Alright, let's leave them to it. And once again, they are within a tenth of each other. Alright, we are at 100% already for Albon, but we're going to keep him out for the whole stint, so that we can get the performance bonus for, or the experience bonus for doing half a session. And Porsche's there as well now. Plus, we'll get that little bit of extra car knowledge as well. Just 0.003 of a second between them there. And the second I started saying that, Porsche went faster. There we go. Both our drivers are happy with the car. They're happy with the track. Their part knowledge has gone up. It's not quite 100%, but I'm not going to waste the tyres and the engine just for that last couple of percent. So we'll just leave them in the garage for the remainder of the session. And we are going to swap out some parts, I think. Try and give us a bit of a straight line advantage, or a speed advantage. Definitely don't want to run worn engines here, because there will be a performance drop. With the Mercedes engine, I think it's when the engine gets below 85%. Maybe 80%. Might be 80% actually. I think Red Bull's is 85%. I think it's 80% for the Mercedes. Actually, it might be 70% for the Mercedes. Might be thinking of the Ferrari.
Anyway, good job. Thank you very much.
But yeah, putting in a fresh, brand new engine for a circuit where it is a high-speed circuit will definitely help us. So, new engine. ERS is fine. New gearbox. Same for Alex's car. New engine. New gearbox. Just going to hope that we don't crash and ruin a set of components now. And of course, I have just given us the curse of the commentator there. It's going to happen now. Into quali.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Copy, radio check.
Send out both drivers and hope we get clear air. Oh, the Astons are coming out, and so is the McLaren. We get past Ricciardo. I don't think Vettel held up Albon there. We know our drivers are evenly matched, so yeah, less than a tenth between them. So it doesn't look like Albon got held up. Although Vettel might get held up here. Yes, he did. What about Ricciardo? Possibly. Oh, Vettel got held up badly. Yeah, Ricciardo was okay. Right, let's reconfigure the cars ready for the end of the session. See if we can sneak one of them up into Q2. It's highly unlikely, but you never know. So if we head out with a little under 3 minutes to go. Which is a big field, isn't it? Let's go out. Let's go out now. The rest of the field's going to start peeling out very soon. I hope. Yeah, here they come. Alright, we are 2/10 off of Yuki Tsunoda. I don't think we've got the pace to catch Yuki. We certainly don't have the pace to catch Mick. We're faster than Stroll, but Vettel is yet to set a competitive time, so he might jump one or both of us. Both drivers improving. Albon does find some time and jumps Porsche, but it's not enough time to jump Yuki, who's probably going to improve anyway. How far off the pace are we? Vettel splits us. Oh wow, Yuki jumped massively up. So yeah, we are 0.3 of a second off Mick Schumacher. If we can stay with Mick over a lap, then we'll be okay. But I don't know if we'll be able to stay with him.
The time has come.
So, strategy time again. Do we split strategies again? Let's have a look. Oh, we got margin on the tyres here. I haven't got enough margin to actually push. Have I? Oh, just. Okay. So I could go for that strategy. Let's try flipping it like this. That's actually 1 second slower. And you can see there that even pushing like that is actually 3 seconds slower because the tyre pace drops off quicker. Even though I could stretch the tyres just about to make it work. Sustained pushing does not work in this game anymore. What's the time difference there? Okay, so that's actually 6 seconds faster because we're getting off the hard tyres quicker. What about starting on or finishing on a set of softs? So they're going to need to go to about there, and then maybe starting on a set of mediums and going medium, soft, soft. How would that shake out? That works out 7 seconds slower than a one stop. Okay, so it looks like we're going the one stop with hards to mediums. I might mix it up and go medium to hard with Albon. Yeah, let's give that a go. We do want a little bit of extra fuel on this one. We want the ability to push those tyres a little bit. Again, we are going to get lapped, so I'm not overly concerned about that, but we can start with a heavy fuel push and then keep that going for a good period of time. Who's haven't I done yet? Okay, I haven't done Teo. Alright, into the race.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere, as ever, is electric. Here we have Alexander Albon. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. And looking at the second Williams car, they're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now. The crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on Alex, because Alex is on the softer of the tyres. Interesting. Half the field's on mediums, half's on hards. Looks like everyone's going to be one-stopping.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Okay.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Alright, let's try and get some overtaking done.
available.
Yes. Okay, we can use the overtake.
Our main aim is going to be to just keep in a train as long as we can. And see if we can, every now and again, just leapfrog our way up the train a little bit. That extra fuel is certainly making us a little bit heavier. But it does mean we'll be able to push harder for longer. We'll be able to probably push on this pace for the entire race, given that we're going to save a bit of fuel while we're in a train, and we are going to get lapped at least once. Is there a break in the train yet? No, I saw white and I thought it was a break in the train. It's not. It's Magnussen. Vettel is already dropping off the back of Schumacher a little bit. Potentially. Stroll is dropping off the back of Albon as well, which is going to give Pourchaire a chance to get past him. And we are trying to find a way past Vettel. Can we get him into the chicane? Side by side, we've got the inside if we can keep alongside. No. Pourchaire's got through past Stroll, that's good.
Nice work.
Let's switch that to a full deployment to get him onto the back of Vettel, because we have got past Vettel as well. Very good. And now we need to go full deploy to make sure we stay onto the back of Mick.
Just gained by Williams.
Only can use the deploy.
If we can't stay with Mick at the end of this lap, then it's game over and it's 17th all the way. With that said, I may up the tyre pace if we get towards the end of the lap and we're still not close enough. So it looks like we'll be okay for now. Pourchaire is almost on the back of Vettel as well. And just about managed to drop Stroll. So Stroll's going to get left behind. And because he's on hard tyres, with no one to help leapfrog him up the field, he's going to fall back very quickly. Okay, we can start harvesting battery again.
Okay, charge on.
Okay, copy.
Nearly had a sneaky, cheeky look up the inside of Schumacher there. now comes the important bit. Seeing if we can stay with them while we're charging up. If we can, we're in a good spot. If we can't, we're in trouble. Yuki is already dropping off the back of Norris. So this is our train. These are the positions we can fight for, up to 14th. I don't think we can fight any higher than that. And you can see Stroll getting left behind. That's what falling out of a DRS train does on a circuit like this. It just leaves you floundering in the middle of nowhere. That's why it's so important for us to stay on the back of Mick Schumacher, and maybe even, if we can, try and move ourselves up the running order a little bit. We almost dropped out the DRS range there. We just kept it. But we are in danger of dropping out a bit here, so I'm going to up the tyres. Just a little bit while I try and charge the batteries up.
Happy to increase pace.
Okay, Albon's safe.
Need to drop the pace.
Yes.
Porsche nearly safe. Let's go a couple more corners. There we go.
You can afford to drop back.
Okay, we can put
Charge off.
we can put Alex into neutral now. Porsche is already dropping back again. Put Porsche into neutral as well and up his tyres again. Make sure he gets back into the train and stays on the back of the train. Someone ran wide. One of the Ferraris, I think.
Who's running wide there?
I know, it was Gasly.
Let's take a closer look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly. Oh dear,
that's-
oh dear. That's far wide.
A wheel over the curb, that's not running wide. Not really. Getting my hopes up like that there. Alright, Porsche is back in the queue. And now we shouldn't drop back too badly on the start-finish straight because we've got the DRS like before, but we've also got the battery now to give us the launch at the beginning of the straight. And that's why we were struggling. Porsche again he's just not quite there.
Push hard. Happy to push hard.
I'm just going to have to run him close, right up to the back of Vettel, I think. There we go. So his battery's now in the same state as Albon's. He has got a little bit more tyres. Why has he got more? Oh, different compound, of course. He's on the hard tyres. That's why he keeps dropping back. I forgot. He's on hards. I just assumed he was on mediums. I completely forgot I put him on the hard tyres. That's why he's struggling to stay on the back of Vettel. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. I want to get a little bit closer if I can before I ease the tyres off again. I'm actually going to try and get Albon moving up a little bit now. Alright, we've got to run. Can't do anything with it though. Can we go around the outside? No, we can't. Yellow flag in sector 3. Someone running wide again.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
Bottas with a big lock-up. He's kept his position though.
Now,
Oh, and Perez locked up as well.
Yep, copy.
And we are out of battery again already. That's not good. But you can see Porsche now definitely keeping up with Vettel a lot better now that we got him closer. Okay, Ricciardo has dropped back and Tsunoda's actually had the pace to catch up to Ricciardo.
We've just had a car run wide.
Okay, these guys are on hard tyres. That's kind of helping us, but also hurting us slightly as well. All things considered, it's actually probably helping us a bit more than it's hurting us. It's certainly hurting Schumacher more than it's hurting us. Not being able to fully utilise the pace of those mediums. We're probably just about able to keep up. Stroll just continually falling further and further behind. That's what I like to see. I think we might just have lost the DRS there. Yeah, we did. Damn it. Okay, so we're probably going to get overtaken by Vettel here. No, we held off Vettel. Push the tyres a little bit. Yellow flag in sector 2. We've got a crash. Who's crashed? Vettel.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's see what happened there. So this was the Aston Martin.
Oh, it just locks up and straight into the barrier. Ah. No safety car. but we have got a 1.5 second gap to close. And I think we dropped off the back of the queue, and yeah, I think we're toast. Vettel's in the pits for a new front wing. I'm going to try pushing for a lap, see if I can close that gap. I should have done this earlier. Can I get back onto the queue again? I might be able to, actually. It is still being headed by a car on hard tyres, so yeah, we can just about squeeze back onto it. Porsche might drop off the back. Okay, so we're kind of lucky there. If Ricciardo, well, it's Tsunoda who's up front at the moment. Tsunoda's on hards as well. If it had been Tsunoda had been on mediums, that train would have gone and we would have lost touch with it completely. We are kind of losing touch with it here with Porsche. He's just going to make it back in. Okay, so we've managed to keep both of our guys going. Ah, just a notification, War of the Monsters is on sale. I might pick that up. I did have a lot of fun with that on PS2. Still in DRS, but we are dropping back because we haven't got the battery giving us the boost at the start of the straight. Luckily, with them fighting side by side, we gain back in the corners again. Albon's battery almost fully charged. Let's go neutral just to make sure he stays in range. Come on. Get it, get it, get it. Yes, just, whew. No, not deploy. Neutral. There we go. So we are 20 laps in, nearly. We are sitting comfortably in 17th and 18th right now. Tyre-wise, yeah, Porsche's tyres have taken a little bit more of a beating than I would have liked, but we've had to keep pushing him to keep him on the back of the train. So while I might have to pit him a little bit earlier, it's paying off, or it's going to pay off in the long run, because you can see the gap that we've opened up over Stroll, who is the other driver on hard tyres that we're sort of competitive with. He's a long way back, and then Vettel's even further behind. It's a little frustrating I've not been able to get Albon to overtake anybody. But I always knew this was going to be a tough race, and I figured this is probably the best we were going to get. I think we're going to be fighting... We're going to be fighting Mick as things are. We have got the opportunity to maybe get an undercut on Ricciardo and Tsunoda. Maybe. Depends how fast we can go on fresh hards and how long it'll be before they get off the hards onto the mediums. We should get ahead of them. I don't think we'll get very far ahead of them, but we should get ahead of them. And then it's, can we hold them back for, what, 20 odd, 30 odd laps? We are getting close to Alex's pit window. I would like to try and get him up a little bit if I can. Let's put him into overtake now. See if we can make a move on Mick. So I want to try and get ahead of Mick if I can, because Mick is on the same strategy as Alex. Eat the battery so quickly on this track though. Do still have a little bit of tyre margin, so I'm going to put him back into aggressive.
Push hard, push hard.
Copy.
Now, I was just about to say, I'm surprised we haven't had more lockups there,
Now we
and
see the Williams
instantly,
here.
as I was literally about to open my mouth and say those words, Albon locks up and goes off at that
And
corner.
that's an off. And a
Ah,
the team
okay.
had such high hopes
No
today.
safety car.
What a shame.
How bad's the damage?
Oh, sorry guys.
Minor chassis damage, major front wing damage. Okay, so we're almost in the pit window. Luckily, we do have a little margin on the tyres. We're going to have to change the front wing.
Box, 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 box.
Yes, okay, box.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, that's frustrating. So this is going to drop us out ahead of Vettel, but definitely behind Stroll. Schumacher's in the pits. So there goes my chance of undercutting, or you know, even overcutting Schumacher.
So Schumacher has pitted.
We still do not have front wing change animation. Hopefully they'll come in time. But now we need to make sure Teo stays on the back of this field. We've got some of the other guys pitting as well. So you can see Alonso and Bottas are behind us right now. Where are we in relation to everyone else? We are 8.5 seconds off Mick. Okay, got to watch the tyres.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay, copy.
Want to get the battery
Okay,
back
charge
up.
on.
Okay.
We've got Leclerc and Hamilton coming up to lap us already. That's quite sobering. Porsche, please tell me you didn't drop out of DRS. Oh, you did.
Full deploy.
I can't afford to lose these guys.
We're happy to push.
I need to close back up over the rest of the lap. If I can. Is they going to lap me into Tamburello or just after? Oh, they are so fast compared to us. Porsche has just about made it back into range.
You can afford to drop back.
Stay with them. Okay, Albon's fully charged. It gets lapped. Can I stay with these guys? I'm on fresh tyres.
Charge off, charge off.
I don't think they've pitted yet. No, they haven't.
And you can use the deploy.
Just to make sure I get a launch out of the chicane. Okay. So we'll get some DRS off the back of Hamilton here. Porsche back in the train and comfortable right now.
Charge on, charge on.
Yep, copy.
Charge off.
Yep, sure.
I'm going to try and stick on the back of Hamilton as long as I possibly can. I don't think it's going to... I think I'm going to lose him this lap. I don't think I'm going to keep up with him. Ocon in the pits now. Porsche now up to 13th. I think I'm going to get the DRS. It would be easier if Hamilton was not within a second of Leclerc, because I would actually be able to close up on this straight and I wouldn't have to worry about having to use my battery just to stay within range. But every time Hamilton gets onto this straight, we get DRS of him, but he pulls away from us because he's closing on the back of Leclerc. And yeah, I don't think we can do this much more. They're already over a second clear. I don't want to keep burning my battery. Yeah, I'll give that one up. Let's try and get Teo's battery back up a little bit. How are their tyres looking? About 10% better than ours. Where are we on the window? About another 5-6 laps till we need to pit. Damn it, we've dropped out DRS again. Yellow flag in sector 3.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
I can't really afford to do that. Oh, hello. Ricardo's had a wobble. Got the battery back up to full charge again. We've got some very fast boys right behind us here. Yeah, we were always going to get overtaken by Bottas and Alonso.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Man, I think we drop out the DRS that quickly. It's so hard to charge your ERS up when you've got a rubbish car. Right, I'm just going to have to wait for Alonso to overtake and then try and hang with Alonso. How are we doing over here with Albon? 5 seconds behind. Someone's locked up. Who was it? And where was it? I think it was Vettel again.
Was that a lock-up on the track?
It was. Vettel's having a horrible race. I've got both the Alpines right behind me here. Come on, let's get one of them to overtake me here.
Let's just do lift and coasting.
Damn it! They're both going to sail past me on the main straight here.
Alpine just advanced.
And Alonso is already 1.2 seconds ahead. I'm not going to have the pace to catch him because he's so much faster than we are. So I've just got to hope Ocon gets past me before the DRS detection point. Let's make it easier for him.
So lift and coast level 3.
Yeah, 3.5 seconds now behind Stroll. We are catching quite nicely, but we are on these tyres to the end. Stroll yet to stop. And we are 8.5 seconds behind Schumacher. Who is able to stay with the Ferrari by the look of it. He's about to get lapped by Hamilton. Porsche has still not been overtaken. That's really annoying. Because now he's going to get... Oh, maybe he's going to hold him back. He's holding him back. Okay. Doesn't do me any favours. I needed to try and get pulled along at a faster pace by Ocon here, but we keep blocking him. Oh, and there we go. Ocon gets past us with the DRS as well. Okay, we're pitting this lap.
Box this lap.
So where's this going to bring us out? It's going to bring us out behind Schumacher.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
And possibly behind Stroll as well. So we'll be in the range of Alex Albon. So maybe that'll be a good thing. The two drivers can work together and leapfrog each other on the main straight. Albon close to the back of Stroll now. And we've got some more fast boys coming up behind us. That's Sainz and the two Red Bulls. Porsche pits. And comes out right behind. That's worked out beautifully.
Charge off.
Copy.
So Porsche should easily get past Albon. It could make it even easier, but it's choosing the right spot to do that. And the main straight is not it. It's the worst possible place to get your driver to pull over and let your teammate through, because your teammate goes straight through and you have to get back up to speed, and by the time you do, you're already over a second behind. It's a terrible place to do it. You want to do it on a short, slow straight if you can.
An overtake from Williams.
Now, the run up to the chicane on this circuit is a good place, or maybe just the approach to the DRS detection point. But you've got to time it right, just right there, to make sure that the right driver's getting DRS. So Albon's through on Stroll already. Porsche got held up badly by the lapping. Still trying to find his way through. And Albon has been passed.
Keep an eye on the fuel, please.
Alright, here we are, we're side by side. So we're going to get the DRS and we're going to get the pass done. And Albon's got DRS off the back of the Red Bulls as well. So there we go. Both our cars through.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
I'm going to try and hang on to the back of the Red Bulls for a lap or two. Just get Porsche to push as well.
Yeah. Deploy.
Porsche's actually got some fuel to burn.
And we think you can reduce lift and coast.
At the very least, I want to get him into Albon's DRS.
Happy to increase pace.
Oh, it's touch and go. I don't think he made it. Did Albon make it? No. Yes, Albon made it. Albon kept in DRS range. And there is a gap between the Red Bulls. Excellent. So hopefully he can stay on the back of Perez here. Porsche's pace means he should be able to close that gap back up. Fresh tyres, a fuel push and ERS means I should get close enough. Yeah, I'm already in range. So let's protect the tyres and turn off.
Can't afford to drop back.
There we go. We've got another yellow in sector 3. Who's gone off this time?
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Sonoda's gone wide, but not enough to seriously affect our race. And now I need to think about switching these guys over. we can stay with Sainz like this, this is going to really reel us back up towards the back of Schumacher. There's the instruction to not fight. Get the move done with minimal time lost, and get the guy with the medium tyres behind the Red Bull. Should, in theory, make it easier to stay with it. In theory.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
All right. Let's run at double speed for a bit. Both drivers getting DRS. That's good. I am actually going to tell Albon continue not to fight, teammate. And yeah, we are keeping pace with Sainz, who is 4 seconds. Sorry, Perez, who's 4 seconds off the back of Verstappen. So I don't have to worry about Verstappen getting Perez getting DRS and blitzing away from us. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 now. Oh, it's one of the McLarens. Ricardo's had a wobble.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Oh no, Sainz had a spin.
Let's have a look. Let's have another look. Sainz is the focus here. They lose it there.
Thought one of the McLarens had a wobble as well. Maybe not. But we are now closing in slowly onto the back of Mick Schumacher. What is the tyre situation for Perez? Oh, he's on 41% at hards. No wonder he's dropping back from Verstappen. Verstappen's on fresh hard, so we're going to lose our Mexican Express at some point pretty soon. He's going to jump into the pits and slap on a set of mediums, maybe even a set of hards. Sorry, a set of softs. So we just need to ride this train as long as we possibly can. Albon is dropping off the back of the queue. Well, Albon had his chance. I can't push him on fuel. He's already marginal. Despite being lapped, he's a little bit marginal. His tyres are slightly below the line. Yeah, so Albon's just going to drop off into obscurity. We're all about Porsche now. Okay, Hamilton's pitted. Is he going to give Stroll a tow? Hopefully not. No, Stroll's too far behind. But maybe we can latch on to Hamilton. Oh, there goes Perez. There goes our express train. Leclerc comes out. And we've had a crash.
Out, a lot of debris.
Oh, we've got a safety car. Okay, that makes things interesting.
Okay, it's a safety car.
Ignore for now. I want to see the replay before I make any decisions. I also need to see... Oh, Bottas is out.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Oh man, look at this. Look how many cars there are. Oh yeah, that's a big hit. Are they both out? Bottas is out. Alonso isn't out but has got a penalty. Right, pause. Yeah. The softs are definitely going to work. And I can push the soft as well. But what I paused for is for the map. I need to figure out where the leader is. There's Verstappen. Okay, they're going to pick up the safety car this lap. So I need to pit my drivers this lap. The rest of the field's pitting as well. I'm guessing they're going to be pitting onto their final tyre choice, which is, at this stage might well be softs. Pit for soft tyres. I want to check actually tyre history. Everyone who's pitting, yeah, they were going to go onto softs anyway, because they were one-stopping all the way to this point anyway. So they might be coming in a lap or so early, but that's pretty much where they were planning to come in. Oh, if only we'd had this safety car earlier, I could have pitted Teo and saved a good chunk of time on his scheduled stop. We're going to regain some fuel.
Charles John.
Copy.
We've gained a position as well with Bottas going out. Alonso has pitted. He's got a 5-second penalty which will slow him down in the pits. So he's going to drop to the back of that little queue there. Is Schumacher pitting? No, Schumacher's staying out. So some of these cars are going to be very fast because they're going to be on soft tyres. Some of them are not pitting and they're going to be slow. Oh, lovely double stack there. Stroll pits. He's going to be right behind us. He's going to be on softs as well, isn't he? So that's the tyre situation. So the leaders are not pitting. Ocon is not pitting. Mick Schumacher is not pitting. Everybody else, including us, and not including Vettel, is going to be on brand new soft tyres. Did someone lock up under the safety car? I missed that. I heard Crofty, but I didn't see who it was. We are 16th and 17th. Who is above us? Sonoda is in the DRS train, as is Alonso, Ricciardo, and Mick Schumacher's behind the safety car. Gasly is ahead of the safety car, so Mick is the highest we can climb. I don't think we're going to climb that high because we certainly don't have the pace of Alonso. We might get lucky with Ricciardo. We should be able to get Sonoda. We should be able to get Mick Schumacher. Whether we can get Ricciardo or not, I don't know. But we're going to be on for our highest potential finish here. And, importantly, everyone in front of our cars has Leclerc and Hamilton right behind them, so they're going to have to dive out the way to let them through, and then we can hopefully just sneak on through. Although having said that, I think we've got Perez behind us. We have okay, so that might kill the opportunity there. That's a shame. Okay, let's protect these tyres. I should have done that straight away, but protect these tyres under the safety car. And then, can I push them flat out? Well, I can push them, but it doesn't actually... It actually makes us a second slower to do that. I certainly can't push them flat out. We'll use it sparingly, I think. We won't just go full push the whole time. Right, let's speed this safety car up. We've got Ocon behind us as well.
Okay, safety car in this lap.
And Russell.
Copy.
So we got... let's have a look. We've got Perez, Russell, Ocon directly behind us. Nobody else is in the safety car queue. They're not going to catch up in time before the thing ends. So we're going to have to pull over for a few cars. Maybe we can capitalise. I'm going to put them into overtake. I'm going to go full push on the fuel.
Overtake.
I thought I was doing already.
Got it.
I'm going to go full push on attack right at the start.
Racing from the line, racing from the line.
Copy. Let's close this gap.
So we have to pull over.
We have the overtake.
Already we managed to get Porsche ahead of Sonoda.
Okay, keep it clean.
Albon
Focus
lost
on the
out to
pace.
Stroll in the same way that we managed to capitalise on
15,
Porsche.
1-5.
Oh, Porsche nearly got through. Oh, and there go the other guys. Oh, look at that. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky round the outside. 3 wide through there.
Good job.
That's insane. And we couldn't hold it. We couldn't make it stick. But we've got both of our guys past Sonoda. This is mental. Trying to figure out exactly where everyone is.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Okay, that's
Alpha
Norris,
Tauri gained
I think,
the
getting
place.
lapped. No,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
that was Ricciardo getting
We'll keep
overtaken.
an eye on
This
the
is Norris
tire
about to be
temperatures.
lapped, I think.
We will keep an eye on tire temperatures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good, very good.
What is going on here? Oh, Norris is in 8th. Of course, Norris is in the queue. He's 8th place.
And there's an overtake.
And we're
from
following
Williams.
Norris through. We've already jumped Alonso. Oh, this is working out fantastic. And we're about to get Schumacher. We're up to 12th.
That's right.
But Gasly is right at the back of the queue. So, yeah, this is as high as we can go.
And a
12th
new
place. We've done it
position
already in
just
1
gained
lap.
by Williams.
Now we need to stay there. So
You can afford to drop back.
I need to get Albon up there as well. Albon is side by side with Schumacher. I can't tell which car that is. I think is that
This
Schumacher?
was good.
I think that was Schumacher. Yep. So we're up to 13th and 14th, 13th and 12th, 14th and 12th. Got to get Alonso. It's Magnussen who's directly in front of us right now. So we need to stick on the back of Magnussen, who's 10th, who's going to lap Alonso, who is 13th. Mental. Where's Porsche? Porsche is
DRS enabled. Come on,
under
let's go get
pressure
those
from
points.
Alonso, but is hanging on to the back of Norris. Albon is hanging onto the back of Magnussen, who is closing on the back of Alonso. It's going to be a bonkers finish to the race. There's an Alfa Romeo in the way. That's Zhou in 9th. So Zhou's going to come through and try and lap Alonso, and then he's going to lap us. Is he going to get us both at the same time? He is. We've tucked in behind him. Alonso has lost out. Magnussen's gone through, and we are now right on the back of Alonso. Don't lose the place to Fernando. Hold him off. Hold him off. Come on, Teo. You got this.
If you've got any pace left, it would be good now.
Ah, Alonso got through. Okay, I can't tell in the timings how far ahead Alonso is to the other cars.
Need to drop the pace.
Yes. I really can't tell what's going on here. Yeah, I think Alonso, did he get DRS? I think he did. His wing isn't open, but I think he got it. Is the instruction to not fight still on? It is. Let's take that off. So both of our guys are hunting down Fernando. We've got Ricciardo right behind us. Gasly is still trying to work his way through the pack to come and lap us. There he is. So there's still one potential twist in the tail here.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay. Try and rebuild the battery so that I've got the energy to just throw everything at Alonso at the end here. But I can't afford to lose out to Ricciardo in the process. Oh, this is going to be an absolutely bonkers final few laps. Can we catch and pass El Plan while holding back the Honey Badger? Problem we've got is Magnussen. He's not fast enough to pull away from Alonso, which is kind of a good thing, but it means that Alonso's going to have DRS every single lap. And we are in danger of losing ERS. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Is that Vettel going off again? Or is it Stroll this time?
Looks like there's been a lockup.
It's Stroll this time. Alright, Porsche is losing the queue. I need to get him.
Full deploy.
Pushing again. Alright, there we go. We've actually gapped Ricciardo. Oh, that's because Ricciardo's just been overtaken by Gasly, which is going to drag Ricciardo back up to us, and Mick Schumacher. No, Tsunoda as well. Mick is out of it completely. He's 4 seconds back. So we're going to have a double threat, well, triple threat from behind in a lap or two. I need to try and get past Alonso now if I
You to
can.
overtake.
No, don't run wide like that. Please tell me you haven't damaged the underfloor. Ah, he's damaged the underfloor. God damn it. Okay, Magnus has passed Ocon, so it's now Ocon in front of Alonso. There's Gasly closing up on the back of us.
Charge off, good job.
Yep, copy.
Come on, Teo. It's gonna be luck, I think, if for us to get past Alonso. Given that we're chasing down Ocon, who's on the slower tyres, we've just got to try and catch him at the right time when he has a failed attempt to overtake his teammate like that. We're close, but Gasly's close as well. Gasly coming through might be the only thing that can... Well, it might help us, it might really hurt us. Yeah, Ricciardo is hanging on to the back of Gasly quite nicely. Enough battery for one attempt. Someone's gone wide again. It's Stroll again.
Is that a lockup?
Ah, couldn't get it done. Oh, why are we pulling out? Oh, we've got a safety car.
Safety car deploy, safety car deploy.
Oh, okay. So this bonkers race might just finish under the safety car. We'll go harvest. We'll kill the tyre wear.
Okay, so Max is off.
Here's the replay.
Oh, Verstappen
Now
crash.
Here we see Max Verstappen.
So that's another point gained. Oh, another place gained.
They've lost control, and there's the crash.
Max is going to have to wait for a load of cars to go through before he can get going again. Oh, he's out completely. He's absolutely completely out. Okay, well, he was going to end up having to pit and replace his nose. Lap 61 of 63. This safety car might be in at the end of this lap. Right, safety car still out there. Are we going to get one lap of racing at the end, or are we going to finish like this? If we get a lap like this, I don't know what's going to happen, because Gasly is right behind Albon, I think. Or has he actually got through? Safety car's coming in.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Okay.
And I think Gasly's already gone ahead. Yes, Gasly has already got ahead of us, so we haven't got to worry. Oh, this is going to work out beautifully. This is going to work out beautifully.
Let's close this gap.
Full deploy, full attack, full everything. I think I can get both my guys past Alonso. Can't get points unless someone else decides they want to throw off at turn 7, but
Control line.
even so, this is going to put us 8th in the constructors, maybe 7th.
Deploy. This will be the last lap coming up.
Porsche is right on the back of Alonso. Albon is already through. Come on, Teo.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Try and pull away if you can. I need Alex to get through here. Nobody's thrown it into the wall in front of us. Everything you got. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Try to cool down the tires again.
Got to run. Can I
Cool down the
get
tires
a pass down the inside?
Yep, copy.
Or around the outside? He's going to try around the outside. He can't hold the move. Okay, 11th and 13th. I will happily take 11th and 13th. What a result. We missed out on points. We were a whole lap behind the opportunity to even try for points, but I'll quite happily take 11th place. That's huge considering where this team is right now. 11th and 13th is massive. So that moves Alex up to 16th in the drivers. Teo stays 18th, but in the constructors, we're still AlphaTauri got a point. Of course, Gasly got 1 point. Otherwise, we could have jumped AlphaTauri as well, potentially. Never mind. Good scoring points for Porsche. He's going to get a development point. He has an exceptional race. Albon has an exceptional race. And just think where we could possibly have been with Albon if he hadn't destroyed his front wing. We got the finish position incentive, which was to get 2 cars in the top 15, I think. So an extra $210,000 there. Very nice. And we head to Miami next. Okay, let's check the inbox. Confidence has certainly increased. There's a lot of conversations around Williams this year. The world is watching their progress in the Constructors' Championship closely. Right, let's have a look at the calendar. So, we have our second spare chassis, which is now our only spare chassis because I think we got damage to one from that last race. We've got a little bit of time until the next race, got a couple of weeks. New testing period starts in a week's time, just there. But we've got a little way to go till our upgrades come, which is here. That's our side pods. They're going to come on the day of the Spanish Grand Prix, so we could potentially emergency manufacture those for Spain, and then we get the underfloor on day 2. Again, we could potentially emergency manufacture those and have both of those upgrades on for Spain. That would be big, but it would be very expensive. Might be better for us to wait and drop them both on the car for Monaco. And then on the Tuesday after Spain, we get our facility upgrade for the CFD simulator, and that is when we'll start putting in some new upgrades through the system so that we're getting the benefit of that upgraded facility. So let's skip some time on a little bit. Oh, yes, I need to manufacture another chassis now, don't I? That's 8 days, races in 10, that's fine. Front wings, I've got 5, that's enough. That's what I'm going to be building next. Side pods, rear wings, underfloors. Do I risk not needing another underfloor? Yeah, because we've got a new one on the way. Let's risk it. Suspension is fine. Drivers, we have a point for Théo Pourchaire. Do I improve his cornering pace, or do I improve his reactions? I'm going to get his cornering up to 80, and then we'll start working on his reactions, I think. No points for Alex, no points for Jack. Let's check our staff. No points for any of our staff. Telling me I need to do a new underfloor, which I've decided not to do. That's the backup chassis. Board confidence, they are satisfied. Financial report. The finances are good. It's on 9 million right now. Car 1's performance, still 19th and 17th across the grid. New ATR period has started. And there we go, we've reached prep for Miami. So, this is going to be where we're going to end tonight's stream. We've got another 2 races down. I'll be back again tomorrow night for the next 2 races, so Miami and Spain. And we're going to keep this Williams Season 1 train going. Once we've got the first season out the way, we'll go to, or at least once we've got a good half the season out the way, we'll look at going to how we were doing with Haas. But while the car is so uncompetitive, it's a long race to just sit there and watch us driving around in 17th, 18th and 19th, etc. So once we get the car to a slightly more competitive thing, we'll look at slowing the broadcasting down a bit and running just a single race per stream. But we've got a little way to go yet until that happens. The car just isn't there yet. So we might end up double racing the entire first season and then single racing from season 2 onwards. We'll see how that goes. But yep, that's the end of our Williams stream tonight. There will be, as I say, another stream tomorrow night for the next 2 races, Miami and Barcelona. There'll be a new construction simulator bid going up tomorrow as well. I'm going to try and get those up on a daily basis from tomorrow onwards. So we'll see how that goes. So until then, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will catch you all again very soon.